Do I look like Young Miami yet? Alright guys, so as you can see, we have something new on this channel. And I'm super excited because I've been wanting to do this for so long. And we're finally here. So as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, I'm going to be recreating a Young Miami look, okay? I figured let's just start with her. Let's get it out the way because you guys are always telling me, you look like Carisha, you look like Carisha, you look like Young Miami. Carisha, please, Carisha, please. So like, I don't see it, but I think she's fine. So thank you. So before we get started, I'm going to light my candle because I always have a candle, but I figured like, I got to show you guys because like I really am dedicated to the series and we're gonna have fun on this channel. So this is my Buenas Noches candle, okay, from CarishaPlease.com. We're gonna go ahead and light that. It smells like pink sugar. If you guys remember the perfume Pink Sugar, it's just very sweet and that's the vibe that I'm feeling today. So we have the vibes going with the candle. It's gonna be smelling good any second now. And as you guys can see, I have on my Carisha Please shirt. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so dedicated. I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't had fun with my content in a long time and I'm just like super like giddy. So anyways, enough of me being a spaz. We're gonna go ahead and get into this hair color because we're doing something bright and fun. So let's go over to the sink. I feel like the hair was the focal point of this whole entire look. So it's only right to start with the hair. So this is a 613 wig. It is 30 inches long with a 5x5 closure and I believe it's 180% density. With longer lengths, I highly recommend doing 180% or higher because if not, your wig's just gonna look super thin. And I did a 5x5 closure because it looked like she had a closure on, and a closure is just easier to install. It's quick, it's easy, and it's typically cheaper than a frontal. So keep that in mind. So with these little pieces of hair, I did go ahead and tone them, and I'm gonna kind of test out what I'm gonna do for this root color. I wanted to execute this look and do it correctly, so I had to do a few steps before actually coloring the wig. So this root color was a little bit unique because I thought I was just gonna go and find a nice peachy, subtle color in the beauty supply store, and didn't exist. So I had to do a custom color. So I used this orange shade because I've dyed hair orange before and it came out like a peachy shade, and then I had to keep coloring it for it to actually be orange. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do the orange, like a little bit of orange first, and if that's just too orange for me, I'm gonna do orange and then a drop of the lighter pink, and that should make the perfect peachy shade, which it did. This was the first piece, and it doesn't look different on camera, but in person it was way lighter. So the second piece was more of like a peachy shade and it just looked way better. So now I'm toning the whole wig because when you're doing pastel colors like you guys saw me do at the beginning, you want to just take out all that yellow because the yellow is so bright that it's not going to make the hair pastel. It's just going to be a regular color. And I feel like this root was very unique and very subtle, so we had to get all that yellow out. So now I am doing the root color. I don't know why I did those little drops of color like it was going to do something. It did not. So I will be adding more, but I ended up doing the orange blaze and then the fruit punch. And I don't know the measurements. I just kind of eyeballed it, you guys, and I dyed the top of the wig. So I really just dyed like the closure area because that's where that color was. But I don't know where the clips went. But I'm gonna tell you what I did. I did dye it and it was still like a little bit too orange. So what I did was a mixture of neutralizing shampoo and baking soda and kind of just like act like I was shampooing it, and it made the hair more pastel. It worked. It took like 2 seconds and the color was exactly what I wanted. So it did take a little bit of elbow grease, but I was very, very, very satisfied. So just kind of eyeball. You guys see how orange it was? Like it was just too orange. So I had to do a little something, something. So next we're going to dye the rest of the hair. I used the whole thing of neon pink and a dash of blush pink because I want it to be neon, but still a little darker. Like it's just, I can't explain my thought process, but when you're looking at the wig, you just know what you need to do. So that's what I did. And if you guys didn't notice, I used Adore colors this time, which typically I use Kiss, But I noticed that Kiss is just too runny. It's too diluted, and Adore colors are more concentrated. And I wanted to test my theory, and I was correct. The Adore colors are definitely more concentrated because I only needed one bottle of the pink, and it dyed the whole wig, a whole 30-inch wig, when normally with Kiss I have to do like 2 to 3 bottles of it. So that was it, you guys. I did the watercolor, dip dyed it, and the color came out perfect. I let it air dry overnight, and now you guys are gonna see the final product. I was so excited. So you guys saw the hair coloring process. It was a little sticky. So now we're gonna do the install. So I'm gonna clean off my hairline with this Meltdown grip and protect thing. And why is my mirror not in front of me? Get it together. And I only need to do right here today because we have a closure. I showed you guys that earlier. We have a closure, and I'm really happy about that because I keep saying it and I just sound like a broken record, but I just have not been feeling frontal. So I opted for a closure, and if you look really closely at the picture, if you're a wig girl, you know what I'm talking about. You can tell that she has a closure because of how it's like positioned. It looked great, but you can just tell it was like a 5x5 kind of closure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I'm going with. So let's see what this hair is looking like. This is how it looks, you guys. The next day, it's very neon, very springy, summery. I was like, listen, Young Miami serves looks for sure, but I feel like if I was to do one of her other looks, it would be similar to something that I kind of already do, like, you know, the side part or the brown. So I chose looks that were going to be more on the bold side. They were going to be more fun, out of my element, something that I would probably never try. And I would never wear this hair color on my own. I think it's cute, but like I would never do something like this. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and install this. It's going to be super easy because again, it's a closure. This, I think, I'm going to double check. I think I got a 5x5, but this is kind of giving 4x4. I don't know. I could have sworn I got a 5x5, but we're going to see. It might be, yeah, it's a 5x5 because the parting goes back pretty far. So, wow, I can't believe I'm really doing this. Like, I'm actually really excited, guys. So, I did blow dry it off my head and lightly straightened it. Straight ironed. I almost said straight iron. Flat ironed it, but I didn't do too much because I wanted to see how it was going to be on my head, but I also didn't want to like straighten the whole thing on my head. So what I'm going to do now is try to get my part as centered as possible. You feel me? I suck at parting, you guys. Like, I cannot part for nothing. Oh my God, this color looks so, I did that. I'm gonna say that again. I did that, okay? I did what I had to do. Oh my gosh, this is so neon. I definitely used the neon pink, but like this is definitely neon pink. So I think I'm actually gonna put some powder underneath just so that the lace matches a little bit more. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this hair is shedding a little bit. But guess what? This is not a hair review. This is a recreation. I decided to go a different route with this series. I did not work with any hair companies. I sourced my own hair from my own vendors. And I just bought everything myself. I just wanted to have fun with this. I wanted it to be organic and fun. So that's what we are doing, guys. I'm like really hyped. I think that's why I'm hyped, because I feel like I've been in shackles and I feel like I just got released. So yeah, so it's 30 inches. I felt like 30 inch. Ooh, this looks so good. Oh my God, I feel like 30 inches was what she was given. It might have been a little longer, but 30 inches is what we got, okay? This actually looks so good on me. You know, pink is like kind of like my signature, but I've never done like the pink. First of all, I don't think I've ever done neon pink. Oh, I have to execute. If I flop on this freaking Young Miami look after y'all be saying I look like Young Miami, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually put some powder underneath here. I'm gonna use the one size powder. I don't know what I like, but we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna take this flat brush and I'm just gonna place this underneath. Does anybody know why blonde hair always comes through the closure like that? Like, what is that about? Like, that is so disrespectful. I think this is a 5x5 actually, now that I'm looking at it. I just guess I'm so used to frontals. You guys know, if you guys have watched my videos, you know I typically do not like adding powder and stuff to my lace, but with this blonde, I feel like it's gonna have to blend a little bit more, so I'm gonna have to put a little bit more TLC. And it's only a closure, so it's gonna be a really easy install regardless. Ooh. So the powder is added to that lace, which is gonna kind of give the illusion that I tinted the lace to match. So yeah, might be on to something here, guys. So all I'm gonna do is literally, well, I hate these little pieces underneath, is I'm gonna take my Eben Wonder Spray. This is a black one. I finally found it because it was like so hot everywhere. So I finally got it. To make sure it was spraying good. And I'm gonna spray right on my hairline because I don't want my wig too far down. I want it to look natural still. Well, you get what I mean when I say natural, but yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this down and I'm gonna take my comb and just kind of push that hair into the product. Y'all hear them dogs barking outside? Like, how disrespectful. Like, I am doing something. Y'all don't see that I got a production going on? Like, okay, so this has been sitting for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Oh baby, she is she is plastered down to the ground. So now I'm gonna cut this lace. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little you know, you don't want to cut it straight across because then it's really going to be giving wig. You want it to be a little scalpish. So I'm just going like this. So what I'm going to do is spray it one more time like this. And there's going to be no baby hairs because she did not have baby hair. She had a laid moment. And I'm just going to spray it and take the end of my comb and just press it. Ooh. And just press it in. And you see what it's giving? I'm gonna go ahead and lay, ooh, that just got in my eye. I'm gonna go ahead and lay the top of my wig. And I'm just gonna spray it and use my hot comb, pink moment. And I'm just gonna go like this. Like, the wig is like laying really nicely and I have barely done anything to it. And you guys saw how easy it was to lay. So I'm gonna try to lay this as much as I can. It doesn't need much work though. Like, do you guys see how easy this install is? Like, we love an easy moment. So I'm gonna be taking my Sebastian spray. This is the reshaper. This one I feel like really lays my hair down the best. So I'm gonna try to lay that the best of my abilities. I would just like to let you guys know that laying blonde hair is so much more difficult than your average, okay? The hair's texture is different, the lace be different, the knots be different, just a whole different thing. I kind of want to take this band off to see like where this is going. Oh my god, it's, y'all, it's melted. Duh. Don't talk to me. Do you guys see this? You don't see it. You don't see it because it's laid. Oh my god, this is the start of a great series. We are done with the hair because it was so easy. Like, it was so easy. So you guys can see my little hair coming out, but it's okay. It's okay. Y'all saw what it was giving. So I cannot wait to get into this makeup because it's very up my alley and she looks great. So I'm going to pull it up because I zoomed it up on my phone and I'm gonna put it on the screen somewhere so y'all can see. So I love her makeup artist. I feel like she just does what she needs to do. But this look looks like something that I would wear, but the only difference is I feel like the brows are a little bit more on the like arch side, more of a matte face. and like bolder lashes, which I do bold lashes sometimes, but yeah, we're gonna execute. We're gonna do what we have to do. So I'm gonna get into it so we can transform, because now that the hair looks good, I feel so confident. I feel amazing. So I've already done my skincare, so my skin is pretty like prepped, especially since I'm doing a matte face today. But I am gonna start off with my brows today, which is, you guys know I go back and forth, but I'm gonna be using the Morphe brow pencil in chocolate mousse. I'm gonna leave everything down below, and I'm just gonna do a, pluck that. I'm gonna do kind of my same brow routine, but a little bit more pungent, more of a arch, I guess. I do have an arch naturally, but just doing more. Oh my God, that candle smells so good. Like, that is a banger. So don't let the brows scare you. I'm gonna like keep this picture up and posted so I could take a look. And then her brows are kind of like fluffy at the same time. What's the secret? It's like I don't want to do the laminated look, because that's not what it is. But I think Miami just has a just like a fluffier brow naturally, so that's how it comes off. Do y'all hear all that noise in the back? My goodness. So I'm gonna kind of do like hair strokes in the front. Y'all know I do not like spending too much time on my brows, and I did kind of bring them in more than I would, just to kind of give that like look when I clean them up. So kind of like bring them in, because her nose contour also touches her brow, like the front of her brow, and the closer in I bring in my brows, the skinnier my nose contour will be. So that's why I'm bringing it in more than I would. I'm gonna be using my Too Faced Born This Way concealers like I typically do in Butterscotch and Chestnut. I'm gonna focus more of Butterscotch underneath the arch, because she does have a brighter brow bone. So I'm gonna do a little mixture, but I'm gonna try to focus Butterscotch on underneath my arch. So I know my brows look a little thicker than usual, but that's what I was going for, because that's what her brows are giving. And once I do the rest of my face routine, they're gonna tone down. Just to make the hairs look like a little something something, I'm gonna take this clear CoverGirl brow gel and just run through it. I'm trusting myself today. I have faith in myself, so yeah. So now I'm gonna take some of that concealer and put all over my eyelids. I'm actually going to dip into 2 palettes today. For my transition, I see that it's like kind of warm, but not really. So I'm gonna go into my Jaclyn Hill palette in the shade G Money. This is like one of my favorite transition shades. It looks like these, it's like a true caramel color. So I'm gonna start from right here. And if you guys look at the photo, I'm gonna insert it again. There's a lot of concentration right here, and that kind of gives the illusion of a more snatched nose. So that is what I'm gonna do. And I do this a lot. A lot of makeup artists, the good ones, we do this because it kind of like connects the eyeshadow with the nose contour and the rest of the face. It just kind of goes and it gives you that look that everybody is trying to achieve. So just go like this. It's gonna look crazy at first, I promise. But when you do everything, it just kind of flows together. Normally we start from the outer and go in. This time we're doing the opposite. We're concentrating it in the inner corner and we're going out. So I'm like literally staring at this photo because I want to do this right. I want to do this right. Next, I'm gonna actually go into an oldie but goodie. This is my Desi Katie Francation palette by Dose of Colors. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I think this is Churro. Yes, it sure is. And I'm going to now start, let me double check. Yeah, now I'm gonna start from the outer part and go in. And her eyeshadow style is a little bit more rounded. So I'm just gonna keep this shape like this. See that? And go like that. I love when I'm able to like take my time with my makeup and really like know what I'm doing instead of just like, all over the place. I freaking live. And I am using a smaller brush for this, by the way. So that's really fitting into the crease of my eye and like hugging the eye shape. And I'm just gonna keep building that up with the same color. I know it looks like way darker, but I haven't even added anything. I'm just building it up to my likings. You guys see how it's like, I'm not bringing the shadow up too much, so I still have that like arch. It's very arched. So now I'm gonna go into this shade Cheens with the same brush. It's like a darker brown. And I'm gonna go right in that crease and darken that up, because she had a very like dark brown moment in here. Very, very chocolatey. I'm gonna go in with this shade, and this is Necessary. And I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. Oh, that's like exactly what she had. Which I'm sure not exactly, but that's what it's giving. So I'm gonna put that all over my mobile lid. And your mobile lid is your eyelids that move, that are mobile. It does not have to be perfect. I think with this look, they're really just creating shadows instead of like an eye look, you know. Look at the transitions, look at the colors. I feel like I could do a little bit more here, but we're gonna move forward, okay? If you guys are new to my channel, I'm letting you know my makeup process is very chaotic. So I typically start my eyes, go back to my face, then go back to my eyes at the end, because I just don't like lashes on my face while I'm doing my makeup. It's a very weird concept, but that's what I prefer. So we're moving on to complexion in this base. So I'm gonna be using my NARS Soft Matte Primer. I actually really, really love this primer a lot. I feel like it does what it needs to do. So I'm gonna apply that all over. So now that the face is primed, I'm gonna go in with foundation. I'm gonna be using my NARS Soft Matte and Marquise's. I have not used this in a while, but I feel like the look, I have the picture literally right here. I feel like she has this like nice matte flat look, and I feel like this foundation is gonna give me the look that I want. So I'm gonna do that with a drop of my Dior, so it's like not too matte because I can't help myself, but I'm gonna do more of this. So I'm gonna go like so, and then I'm gonna do like a dollop of that. I'm gonna be using my Morphe E63 brush. I'm gonna mix it up, and then I have a nose itch, and then I'm just going to apply. So I'm gonna just apply this all over to get maximum coverage, like so. And then I'm gonna spray my Morphe Continuous Mist Spray just for some blendability and longevity, and continue blending. And I have my sponge on standby. Oh, it's pink. I didn't even plan that. It was just the only clean one. I honestly feel like for this makeup look, there are gonna probably be slight changes, but nothing too off from my regular face routine because I picked this look because I love this look. But I'm gonna use my Kevyn Aucoin concealer, but today I'm gonna just use SX. I don't want to regret this. I'm gonna use SX11 because she does have like a bright under eye, like so. So I'm gonna use that. You guys have seen me use this before. And a little bit of this goes a long way. So as you guys see, I'm not adding anything. I'm literally just spreading it, and it's spreading. And I'm also gonna be going on top of that with the Born This Way and Butterscotch, only because I just like the formula of it. When the two of them are mixed, they just, oh my gosh, they work so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. I'm gonna start from the center of my face and then work under the eyes. Blush on? Wait a minute. I don't think I saw blush for real. Y'all know I'm a blush girl. So I'm also gonna do some cream contour to really just, you know, make the cheeks pop. And I'm going high up. And then I'm gonna do the nose. Maybe I should use a skinny brush for this. I never do cream contour for my nose. It's just too advanced for me personally. But this is giving, oh, this is definitely giving. Now if I could just blend it out correctly, we could be onto something. And I'm going to blend out, I'm all over the place. I'm gonna blend this out. I'm going to, do I have a small brush that's not dirty? Ugh. So I'm gonna take this brush and like gently blend out this contour. In this area, I noticed in this area is very sharp. Her face, like I said, was a very soft matte face, and I feel like to achieve this specific look, my Chanel setting powder is gonna do me justice. So I'm gonna take the Chanel setting powder. This is in the shade number 10. You guys always ask, this is just white, translucent. I know they came out with more colors or have other ones. I will try them, but this has just been the one that I always had, so I just use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just press that in. And do you guys see how instantly I look super like matte and filtered? This is definitely a lot heavier than what I've been going for, but I think the end result is gonna eat. And then I'm actually gonna bake my brows, which is gonna tone down my brows and give me the look that I want. So we're just gonna put powder in the brows. Don't be scared to do this, guys. It is okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty powder and set the rest of my face. I love this powder. And I'm setting everywhere. Basically, I did a highlight. Does you guys still see that little shine? And then over here it's like flat. Oh, my face looks great, actually. I regret nothing. But let me not get too cocky because I'm starting to feel myself a little too much. I'm actually gonna take my Makeup Mario bronzer. I haven't used this in a while. And I'm going to, you know, define and sculpt. So now I'm gonna get to this nose. I'm gonna take this, I probably should have used Coconutty, but I am too lazy to grab something else. So we're just gonna go ahead and use this and wish for the best. And I think now it's giving the brow that I was going for, like kind of like fluffy, but not. I really, really like this brow now. It's a little thicker than I would prefer, but I like it. So that's what happens when you put powder over the brow. It just does what it needs to do. So now I'm going to, where's my sponge? Snatch the sides of my nose. Okay, so when I'm looking at this picture, on one side I see a little bit of blush and on the other side I don't, but I feel like that may be a shadow from her hair. But I'm gonna just do a little something, you know what I'm saying? This might be too pink, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the Makeup Mario Poppy Pink, and I'm just not gonna do too much. So I'm gonna do that right here, because a lot of her stuff is on her cheek. You guys know, like, the way I've been doing my makeup, I've been doing everything more like back here, but her stuff is definitely more on her cheek area, which I think is cute. I like to switch it up. We're versatile, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna, oh, I need to dust this off. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust this off the tip of my nose, and I'm going to highlight right here and just kind of diffuse it. And I'm using the ColourPop highlighter, Super Shock in Wisp. This is so old, but it gets the job done. I need to blend it out some more. Okay, so I'm going to put the finishing touches on my face. I feel like her under eye was a little bit more something, so I'm gonna do something. I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury powder in the shade number 2, and I'm just gonna focus that underneath. That gives that like look. I can't explain it, you guys, but it gives this like. All right, so we're just gonna do that, and that's gonna contribute to this like soft, matty kind of look. And I'm feeling like my face looks so bare, so we need to go back to these eyes right now. Okay, so to the eyes, I see that she does have eyeliner in the waterline, and she has eyeshadow smoked out, which I don't typically do, so that'll be a little different. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is a Makeup Forever eyeliner, which is not my favorite, but this is what I got. So I'm gonna take that dark brown that we used earlier and put that underneath. You guys know how I feel about this. Maybe I should like blend it out so it's not so hard. All right, so the under eye is done, and she does have a top liner, but it's not winged out, it's just like a top line. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm really good at doing that on clients, but I cannot do it on myself for some reason. So it's literally, like I said, a top line, but it just stops. It does not wing out, it does not do anything crazy. So I'm gonna really try, because and then that's it. You can't like wing it out. You just have to kind of fill it in and end it where your eye ends. I don't wing it out. Don't wing it out. I don't know if I was recording or not. I could have sworn I was, you guys. I'm really sad. But if I wasn't, we're gonna do a quick rundown. I did use these mink lashes from the beauty supply store. They're like really like wispy and full. I think they look exactly like hers. I did liner on the bottom and the top, and we did a nice little lip combo. I did a brown lip liner. This is the Champagne Chair in Nutmeg, Saint Germain Lip Glass by MAC, and Fenty's Sweet Mouth. So this was the lip combo. That was all I really added. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair. If I did not get that last clip in, you guys, I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is what we added to the face. But you guys saw everything else, okay? So look, bear with me, bear with me. So anyways, I'm going to do a little something and I will be back, okay? All right, guys, so this is the completed look. And I think I ate. You know, if you don't agree, I'm sorry, you're literally a hater. I don't, there's no way around it. For this specific video, if you don't think that I ate, you are a hater. No, I'm playing though, but I really am so excited about how this look came out, which makes me so excited for the upcoming videos that I have planned for you in this series. This series will be every week. There will be a video dropping every week, you guys. So go ahead and subscribe if you like this content and you like the fun looks and just a whole different vibe. Just go ahead and subscribe so that you guys are notified. So before we go, I have a gift for somebody. So one of you guys will actually be getting a Carisha Please candle. they're all sold out right now, so you're getting kind of lucky. So this is the candle. I know you guys have seen this everywhere. 1111, God please. All right, so you guys will be getting that. There's 3 simple rules. Subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram, and comment on this last picture pink hearts. Just comment pink hearts and I'll pick somebody randomly. I think pink is perfect. So pink emojis. And yeah, I will also leave the rules down below if you missed what I said. But yeah, I thought the candle was super cute and in theme for this video. And the winner will be announced in next week's video. So like I said, these videos will be once a week for this series. So I'm super, super excited. And there won't be giveaways necessarily in every video. Everyone won't be as small. There will be bigger ones, there will be smaller ones, or there may not be any. You just gotta stay tuned to find out. So thanks so much for tuning in and watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun making this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.